Namaste students, welcome to 8th standard chemistry class. In a previous session we completed pollution of air. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is pollution of water. Under chemistry part, this is last chapter children, pollution of water. This completes, after explanation of this lesson, completes your chemistry syllabus. Now let us discuss what are the points we are going to discuss under this chapter. Here 8 points, total 8 headings we are going to discuss under this chapter. First one is definition of water pollution and water pollutants, changes in the normal properties of water, cause of water pollution, potable water, purification of water, methods to make water safe for drinking purpose, treatment of major sources of water pollution. Under that we are going to discuss treatment of sewage and also treatment of industrial waste. And last topic, that is conservation of water. These are the sub points we are going to discuss under heading pollution of water. This is very simple chapter and also very small chapter. First, definition of water pollution and water pollutants we are going to discuss. In previous class already we discussed what do you mean by pollution, pollutants and air pollution and air pollutants. In this chapter we are going to discuss water pollution and water pollutants. Second point, under the second point we are going to discuss what are the changes we are going to observe in normal properties of water. If any changes, any one of the changes observed in the normal properties of water, we are going to say that water is not good for drinking or for any other use purpose. In the third point we are going to discuss what are the main causes for water pollution. What are the human activities or industrial activities or animal activities which make the water pollute. These are the points we are going to discuss under causes of water pollution. Next we are going to discuss about potable water. Potable, nothing but the water which is suitable for drinking. What do you mean by potable water? What are the properties of water, potable water? We are going to discuss under the heading potable water. Next heading, purification of water. What are the methods involved in purification of water? That we are going to discuss heading under the heading purification of water. Methods to make water safe for drinking. If already water is polluted, what are the methods we have to follow to make water safe for drinking purpose? Next, treatment of major sources of water pollution we are going to discuss. Majorly the water is going to get pollute due to the sewage and also due to the industrial waste. By giving some treatment we can convert the sewage and industrial waste water also for further usage for the water. So these are the seventh heading we are going to discuss, treatment of sewage and treatment of industrial waste. And last one is what are the steps we have to follow to conserve the water. These are the concepts we are going to discuss one by one in detail under this chapter, pollution of water. Now let us start our explanation children. All of you try to recall various activities for which we need water. Yes, we need water for drinking, bathing, watering the plants, washing clothes, washing utensils, cooking purpose, mopping, etc. In class 6th, we discussed about precious resource of water, why we water call as a precious resource. And also in class 7th, we discussed about scarcity of water and its causes. The scarcity of water is due to increase in population, increase in industries, agricultural needs, poor rainfall and deforestation. Because of all this, there is a scarcity of water on the earth. Next to air, water is most essential for all living beings. Already we discussed that air is very essential for human beings to survive their life. Not only human beings, plants and human beings need air to survive their life. Next to air, water is most essential for living beings. The plant, animals as well as human beings, water is very essential to survive their lives. On the earth's surface, water covers nearly three-fourth part of the overall land. Three-fourth of the earth covers by water. It does so in the form of snow over mountains and as liquid water in oceans, lakes, rivers and ponds. Why we are very much concerned by saving water means the availability of water which is fit for drinking is very less. Nearly 0.03% of water is fit for drinking purpose. For that reason, we all are concerned to conserve water and also not to make it pollute. Now, let us discuss how the water is going to get polluted. Here, I am going to show two water glasses which contain water here. The first glass, water is very transparent, no colors, no other particles are dissolved in this water. You can observe here, the water is colorless, odorless, tasteless and also other foreign materials are not suspended in this water. You can observe the second water glass. It contains some dust particles and also the color of the water is little bit brownish color. Some other suspended particles are observed in this water. By observing these two glasses, you can say that first the water contained the first glass is good water. Nothing but it is fit for use for any other purpose, and also the second glass which contain water is get polluted because of color, smell, some other particles which are suspended in this water. Now we can define our water pollution. We can define the water pollution. We can define as the change in the normal properties of water due to the presence of foreign materials. Foreign materials nothing but other substances, unwanted substances. When it get dissolved in the water, then we can say that the water get polluted. One more time I am going to explain here. Water pollution can be defined as the change in the normal properties of water due to the presence of foreign materials. Due to the presence of foreign materials, the water is get polluted and also it changes the normal properties of water. And also we can define water pollutants as the substance that pollute water are called water pollutants. The substance, the foreign materials, the other substance what we said, no, the substance which pollute the water, those substance we call as water pollutants. Now let us discuss what are the changes in the normal properties of water. Here the glass containing water, this is the normal water, nothing but which is fit for drinking. This water is colorless, odorless and also other foreign materials are not suspended in this water. We can say this is the water showing a normal properties. If the water showing any bad taste of drinking, while drinking if you find any bad taste or offensive odor from lakes, rivers and ocean beaches, unchecked growth of aquatic weeds in water bodies, decrease in number of fish in freshwater river or sea water, and also oil and grease floating on water surface. If any one or more than one, if you observe in the water bodies or in the drinking water, we can say that the water is polluted. First one, bad taste of drinking water. While drinking water is having any bad taste, the water is polluted. If any offensive odor from lakes, rivers and ocean beaches, offensive odor nothing but bad smell coming from any lakes, rivers and ocean beaches, we can say that the water is get polluted. Unchecked growth of aquatic weeds in water bodies, unchecked growth of unchecked nothing but a large number of aquatic weeds nothing but unwanted plants growth increased in the water bodies, we can say that the water get polluted. Next, decrease in number of fishes in freshwater river water or sea water. Freshwater, river water or sea water, if any in these water bodies number of fishes are decreased or any fishes are died in these water bodies, we can say that the water get polluted. And last one is oil and grease floating on water surface. In any water bodies, if any oil or grease floating on the water surface, we can say that the water is not fit for drinking and also the water get polluted. These are the points which change in the normal properties of water. Now we have to move for the next heading, causes of water pollution. There are many causes which leads to water pollution. Here we are going to discuss a few main points which leads to water pollution. Under that, first one, human activities like bathing and washing of clothes in rivers and ponds can pollute the water in them. Human activities nothing but village peoples, illiterate peoples, they do bathing and washing of clothes in rivers and ponds. That leads to water pollution. This is the first main cause for water pollution. Next, industrial waste also pollute water to a large extent. They are responsible for many waterborne diseases. Huge quantity of water or huge amount of water is going to use by industries. After completion of the work, the water, contaminated water, they directly leave the contaminated water to rivers or lakes or water bodies, which leads to a water pollution. And also the large amount of polluted water when they directly leave to a river or lakes, which leads to a waterborne diseases. Waterborne diseases nothing but the diseases which occur due to polluted water. Third one, agricultural waste like fertilizers and pesticides also pollute the underground water. When this water is used for drinking, it harms the human body. Agricultural waste like fertilizers and pesticides. Nowadays, when doing agriculture, they uses many chemical fertilizers and pesticides. When rain fall on the fertilizers and pesticides, the rain dissolve all these chemical fertilizers and pesticides and get dissolved in rivers and ponds. Mainly it reaches the underground water nothing but wells, underground water bodies, when get mixed with these fertilizers and pesticides, which leads to a water pollution. And also that water, underground water, is not fit for drinking. It harms the human body. Fertilizers and pesticides also enter different water bodies where the chemicals harm both aquatic animals and plants. These chemical fertilizers and pesticides not only pollute the underground water, it also pollute the different water bodies like rivers, lakes, etc. And also it harms the aquatic animals and plants. The aquatic animals, plants which live in rivers and ponds, due to fertilizers and pesticides, it harms a lot. So this is the third cause for water pollution. Fourth one, domestic sewage of cities is often released into rivers. This sewage promotes the growth of algae and bacteria which use up a large amount of oxygen dissolved in water. This can cause a depletion of oxygen in water, which can lead to a death of aquatic animals. Here domestic sewage nothing but in home dirty water, sewage nothing but dirty water. We release in home what we are releasing sewage water, it directly get mixed in river waters. This sewage promotes the growth of algae and bacteria. The sewage, dirty water from home, from the cities, it get mixed in water or rivers, which promotes nothing but which leads the growth of algae and bacteria. Algae and bacteria, these are the microorganisms which use up a large amount of oxygen dissolved in water. These microorganisms, these are living things. Living things need oxygen to survive. So where these bacteria, algae use the oxygen? It uses oxygen which is dissolved in water. So when these algae and bacteria uses oxygen dissolved in water, this can cause a depletion of oxygen in water. Nothing but depletion means decrease in the level of oxygen in water. So what happens when there is a decrease in the oxygen in water bodies, which can lead to a death of aquatic animals. The animals which live in aquatic region like fish, crab, frog, etc. due to a decrease in the oxygen level, they lead to a death. So this is the another one more cause of water pollution. Fifth cause for water pollution is oil spills from oil tankers. Transporting crude oil often pollute the oceans, causing damage to marine life. Oil spills from oil tankers. Oil tankers nothing but petroleum tankers or petroleum bunkers which carries oil from one country to another country. Usually they transport oil tankers through water. Nothing but through water transport, they transport oil tankers from one country to the another country. So due to some accidents or due to leakage, the oil spilled out on the water bodies. So what happens? Crude oil often pollute the oceans, causing damage to marine life. So what happens when oil spill on water? It forms a layer on the water because the oil will not get mixed or get dissolved in the water. It forms a separate layer on the water bodies. So which oftenly cause the water pollution and also damage to marine life. Marine life nothing but whether it may be a plant or animals, which leads to damage to marine life. Last one, pollution of water by acids is harmful to aquatic life. We have already discussed about acid rain in the previous chapter. When rainwater containing high proportion of such acids mixes with sea water, it pollutes it. So last one is pollution of water by acids. From where this acid releases? Due to acid rain. This acid rain we discussed in the previous chapter, that is pollution of air. We discussed what is the meaning of acid rain, what are the harmful effects of acid rain, all we discussed in detail in the previous class. When this acid rain get mixed in water, which pollutes a lot, and also when rainwater containing high proportion of such acids, nothing but when a rainwater containing acidity level, pH level is more, which leads to a water pollution. Not only small water bodies, it leads to a water pollution in sea water and it pollutes it. These are the causes of water pollution. These are the 6 points. These are the main 6 points which causes water pollution. So in the next class, we are going to continue this same chapter with potable water, and next what are the remaining headings later we can discuss in the next class children. Thank you children.